Did you hurt yourself? Grammar. Reflexive pronouns. Use the reflexive pronoun when the subject and the object are the same person. Myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, themselves. He likes to look at himself in the mirror. Note: you can also use the reflexive pronoun to say that you did something without anyone's help. I fixed the hair dryer myself. Because versus so. The subordinate conjunction because introduces a reason. It tells why. The conjunction so introduces a consequence or a result. Most accidents happen because people don't pay attention. He didn't turn off the electricity, so he got a shock. So and neither. So and neither both show agreement with the speaker. So shows agreement with an affirmative statement. Neither shows agreement with a negative statement. A. I'm a careful driver. B. So am I. A. I'm not an aggressive driver. B. Neither am I. A. I hurt myself all the time. B. So do I. A. I very seldom cut myself. B. Neither do I. A. I burned myself on the stove. B. So did I. A. I didn't slip on the wet floor. B. Neither did I. A. I've been in one car accident in my life. B. So have I. A. I've never broken an arm or leg. B. Neither have I.
Take my advice. 3 Grammar. Modal auxiliaries. Should, ought to, might, could. Use should, ought to, might, and could to give advice. Ought to is stronger than should. Might and could are less strong. Question. Affirmative. Plus, negative. Should I stay, or should I go? You should stay. You shouldn't go. You ought to stay. You ought not to go. You might stay. You could stay. Had better is used to give advice. It's stronger than should and ought to. Note: had can be contracted to d. Question. Affirmative. Plus, negative. Should I take this medicine? You'd better take it. You'd better not take it. 2-word and 3-word verbs equals new meaning. 1. Verb plus adverb particle. To put off. Postpone. They put off the meeting until next week. To give up. Stop doing. He gave up smoking for health reasons. To take up. Begin. I'm going to take up karate. To throw away. Discard. Don't throw away your old clothes. To turn down. Refuse. The committee turned down my proposal. 2. Verb plus adverb particle plus preposition. To get along with someone. Be friendly. I get along well with Fatima. To put up with someone or something my boss is difficult to put up with. Accept a bad situation. Pronoun objects go between the verb and particle. I can't find my old sneakers. Did you throw them away? Nouns can go between the verb and particle or after the particle. I threw the sneakers away. I threw away the sneakers.
You've got mail. 3 Grammar. Preposition plus gerund. Prepositions can be followed by nouns, pronouns, or gerunds. I apologized to Alison. Noun. I apologized for forgetting her graduation day. Gerund. I apologized to her. Pronoun. Some verbs are usually followed by certain prepositions. I apologize for arriving late. I decided against wearing a uniform. I look forward to meeting you personally. I insist on paying for our lunch. I'm thinking of moving to a new house soon. I succeeded in getting into college. I'm dreaming of going on vacation. I asked about applying for a job. Some adjectives are followed by certain prepositions. I'm tired of waiting for an answer. I'm used to having coffee at breakfast. Although, even though, in spite of have similar meanings. although and even though introduce a clause that has a subject and a verb. In spite of is followed by a noun or gerund. Although it rained, we enjoyed the vacation. In spite of the traffic, I arrived on time. Even though I was tired, I couldn't sleep. He went to school in spite of being sick. As soon as, when. These conjunctions of time are not followed by future forms of verbs even though the verbs tell us about future time. The present is used instead. I'll tell you as soon as I know. I'll call you when I arrive. So, that, use so with an adjective or with many, much, few, or little to express result or degree. The noise was so loud that we could hardly hear ourselves talk. There were so many cars that we couldn't find a place to park. Wishful thinking 3 grammar. 3 grammar. Conditional sentences with if clause. Imaginary situations. Use conditional sentences to talk about imaginary or hypothetical situations in the present. Use the simple past in the if clause. Would is often used in the main clause. If I found $1 million, I would keep it. I wouldn't take it to the police. The contraction of would is, d and is used with all subjects. I'd, you'd, he'd, she'd, we'd, they'd. They'd be happy if they had time to take a vacation. Conditional sentences with might and could. Might can replace would in conditional sentences to express possibility. If I had extra money, I might take a vacation to Hawaii. Could can be used in the if clause. It means, if someone were able to. If I could travel anywhere, I'd go to Tahiti. Could can also be used in the main clause. It means, would be able to. If we had more time, we could play another game of tennis. Verb. Wish. Use wish for things you want to happen but probably won't. Wish. In the present. I don't have much time. I wish I had more time. I have to study today. I wish I didn't have to study today. I'm not rich. I wish I were rich. I can't go to the mall. I wish I could go to the mall. In the future. He won't lend me his car. I wish he would lend me his car. Note. Was is usually used in informal spoken English with I. I wish I was a millionaire.